everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Gina, Chameleon Girl. And today what I want to do is fry some chicken with you guys. Now I know everybody knows, just how to fry chicken, but I'm just going to show you guys my way that I fry it. And it usually comes out so juicy, tender, and delicious, and crispy and crunchy. Everybody likes fried chicken. Tonight, I was thinking, I just want some fried chicken so bad, but I didn't want any from Popeyes, KFC, anywhere else. I just wanted to fry it myself. So that's what I'm gonna do. Show you guys how I get the job done and get it as crispy as I possibly can, where it's good. The first thing that you're going to need, of course, is some chicken that you have washed out. I like to wash my chicken in the bowl, not inside of the sink, okay? The next thing that you need is, we're gonna say your salt, where you need some salt. You don't want chicken is very hard to season and make it salty enough. So I know that there's people that are gonna come for me in this video and say, oh, you put all that salt in there? But yeah, I'm gonna put quite a bit of salt on there, because chicken is just real hard to season to me and get that flavor to just come out of it. So the next thing that you'll need is some black pepper. The next thing that you'll need is some paprika. Then you will need some white pepper. Any brand is fine on these spices that I'm showing you guys too. You will, if you like accent, then you'll want to use it. If you don't like accent, then it's optional, okay? And I'm going to use a little bit of meat tenderizer, because I'm also not just doing the legs, which we know dark meat is more tender, but I'm going to do these little drumlettes as well. And so sometimes the drumlettes can be kind of tough to meat. That's what I feel. So I put a little accent on those. And then you'll need some all-purpose flour. So the first thing that you're going to do, if you want to come over here with me, is you want to put a bunch of paper towel into your cleanly washed sink. And what I like to do, and this chicken is washed, so you want to wash your chicken, by the way. Some people, they just always got something to say, and that'd be something I could just hear now. But anyway, spick and span is good to use, because, it's for the kitchen, antibacterial. And just clean that sink real good. Make sure you rinse it out real good and stuff like that too. Oh, and then you'll also need a paper bag if you're using this method that I'm going to use, to make it really, really crispy. So the first thing that you'll do is you'll take your chicken and you'll place it on the paper towel, because you want it to get extremely, extremely dry. Meaning that you don't want it to be full of water and stuff like that. You want it as dry as possible. Another thing that you can do is pat it dry. Okay, you can pat it dry as well. So you just take and place your chicken quickly on the paper towel. See a little wing, feather or something. I don't know. Skin. Anyway, that's the first step that you want to do. After I place the chicken in my sink on top of the paper towel, then what I do is I just pat it. I just pat it real, real good, so that it takes and absorbs the moisture, okay? Now that's for whole pieces that are from a regular size chicken. For small pieces that are from the drumette type of chicken, I don't know where does the drumette come from? Somebody answer that in the comments if you can tell me. Is it from Cornish hens or what? Okay, because I would like to know that. So then for this chicken, which is the drumettes, I'm going to do that a different way. So I'm not too worried about just patting this out. But I'll show you guys the reason why we're patting the other one and we're making sure it's just ever so dry. So we're just going to take those drumettes and we're going to place them in the bowl. And you see how big that drumette is? And that's been washed too, so we don't want to hear no silly comments today. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I think because, you know, I don't know, everybody's chicken, I don't like it. Sometimes my own don't come out right, but this is the method that I have come up with and it comes right for me. So, let me show you guys how I'm going to do with the first chicken, which is the full-size pieces. So, from the legs and stuff. First thing that I like to do is this. I take, and I'm going to put a bunch of salt in here. I can't even tell you guys how much salt I'm putting on here because I don't know, but it's a lot. The reason why is because it's hard to gauge what somebody else likes. And you guys may not like as much salt on your food. I like mine real flavorful. I like my food to where when I serve somebody or, you know, have company or even my family, they don't have to add salt and they don't want it like taken away like, oh my gosh, this is raising my blood pressure. So anyway, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to sprinkle a bunch of salt onto the chicken. Well, it's quite a bit, and I know it is, but you'll understand why when I sample it for you and bite into it. So then the next thing that you'll do is put some black pepper on that chicken. We're doing a lot. Black pepper too. Okay. The next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go in light with the paprika. Kind of as light, and that can come out fast, but anyway, try to go light with paprika. Because the way that this chicken will be fried, it'll just take a color on its own. And so then what I would do next is, well, I'm gonna move this so I can rest my hands when I flip these. Okay. You wanna, and make sure with poultry and stuff, especially, I think pork too, but anyway, just be washing your hands while you're touching from the poultry to your seasonings. Because don't forget, you know, somebody may need to use the seasonings and you done touched it with your chicken fingers. Is that funny? Is that joke funny, guys? Chicken fingers, eh? Okay. Then what we're going to do, we're going to leave that alone, let that sit there. Then we're going to take, and we're going to pour a lot of flour in here. So we're going to pour in about two or three cups of flour. In this bag with the flour, you're going to take and you're going to put your white pepper in here to taste. So I like about a whole tablespoon of white pepper in there. And we're going to put, this is when our accent comes out. So we're going to put a little accent, like probably a teaspoon. We're going to put just a dot of paprika, just a dot. I don't know. There. Good enough. So when I say a dot, I'm talking about 1/4 teaspoon. No black pepper is going to go in there. We're going to put did I put salt or? No, I didn't put salt. So anyway, we're going to put a drop of salt, like that much. Okay. That's about 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this and we're just going to sift that, give that a little shake. And we're just going to leave it right there. And I want you guys to come and see something. We're just going to leave this chicken here for 15 minutes. So we'll be back to show you the next steps. Okay guys, so now what we're gonna do is the other chicken, which is the drumlettes. I used to love when my sister would make drumlettes, and she would make potato salad, and it was one more thing with it, maybe red beans or something, but anyway, it was years ago. But this is how she finally gave me the recipe to make them. And then my husband told me how he makes his so crispy. So it's different than what we're doing with this chicken over here, that we're just letting sit still and we're being very patient. So anyway, what you do is you go ahead and wash this chicken real good and make sure that you kind of hold it to the side and see, is there excess water, because you want it to drain off of there. You don't want no excess water up in there. Blood, juices, whatever. Okay. So then what you do is you take your salt, and we're going to use less salt on this recipe. Just kind of get that on there. And then we're going to use our pepper. We're going to use, ooh, we're almost out of pepper on this one. I have to get some more at the cabinet, I guess. But anyway, this is enough to be able to show you guys and demonstrate this. Want it kind of peppery or whatever. Now, what you guys want to do is go ahead and make sure to add some paprika in there. And paprika, sorry guys, but it doesn't have a flavor. You know I say that all the time. I can't taste it. So, if you can taste paprika, comment below. But anyway, then you want to add some accent, about a teaspoon. Accent. And I'm gonna put a little bit of white pepper, but this one really, this way I'm frying this really doesn't require the white pepper. Okay, so then what you do with your hands is you just go ahead and mix that real good. Okay. Be careful with the meat tenderizer because it has salt in it. If you want to add it, but you know, these, when you have the bigger drumette pieces, for the fat ones like this, how this is, I don't know why they're tough, but anyway, they just can be. So anyway, we want to add some tenderizer in there. And then the next thing that you want to do after you mix them all together and stuff, you want to have your flour on medium-high heat to start. So that it gets, I mean, you're not your flour. You want to have your oil on medium to high heat. The next thing that you want to do is you want to have a clean bowl with nothing in it. And you want to take, guys, and you want to add some flour in there. You don't need a lot. Okay, we're going to say a cup. I'm going to put a cup of flour in there. So the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take these little chicken pieces and you're going to put them in the bowl. And like I said, you know, in this way to fry them, this is the way I fry the drumette. I don't know why it works, how, who did what, but anyway. They sure come out good. Anyway, here. There. I just coat them like that. And you want to add as many as you're going to fry. So if you're going to fry 10 of them, then put that many in your flour. You know, I'm just putting 3 at a time because, well, I'll put 4. Because I'm probably going to, with your dry hand, go ahead and add on that other one. I'm going to show you. You have chicken livers on your hand. And then we're going to go ahead and just give those a little mix up too. And I think what my sister would do, or somebody that taught me how to make these, the drumettes versus, you know, regular chicken, what you do is you take and get a little bit of water, right guys? And then you just sprinkle it right in there. Sprinkle it. Just dot it on there. Okay, now you want to mix it more. And you can see the crispiness forming on there. Really, really good. I don't know why my grease is not getting real hot for me, but anyway. See, look at how big that drumette is. That's why I need to know. Somebody gonna need to tell me for real, is this off of a doggone Cornish hen? I mean, why is it juicier? Some of them you get, they're so puny, you know, but anyway, these are not. They're freaking huge. So they'll probably take more time, because they're white meat too, to fry than my legs. No, they're going to take less time, excuse me. Dark meat takes longer. Well, I'm just curious, what part of the meat is this from? And you can see that getting crispier because you sprinkle a little water on there at a time. Now I could go even further and sprinkle a little bit more, but I'm not going to. This is just kind of quick, easy, to the point. Or should I? You want it more? Should I make it more crispy? I don't know. Let's go see if our flour is ready to go. And it looks ready to go. It looks like it's ready to go. I can just gauge things and look at it and then see that? So when your flour does that, sizzles up immediately, then you're ready to go. So you're just going to take your pieces and plop them in. I don't like to fry these in a skillet, these little drumette things. I just don't. I don't know. Just me. Just saying. That's just me. Now, I have these cooking higher than what I want them to this time. So what I do, once they begin to fry and that grease is hot enough, I have dropped them in, I turn them down to about 6 on the stove. As you guys can see on the knob here. There we go. See, I turn it down to about 6. And I just let them fry at about 6. And then I just go back over and just do the next batch. So I'm going to just drop this last piece in there. And we know this is going to be cooking longer than the rest of them. Oh. And I wanted to make sure to tell you guys, don't overcrowd your skillet or whatever. Don't overcrowd it because your chicken will cook uneven. So I'm going to wash off my hands. And after I do that, we're going to move back to the other chicken and show you guys how I do that. I'll be right back. So now what we're going to do, guys, is we're checking our chicken to see how it's doing. And the first thing that I can tell is that it needs to be turned down, so we're going down to 5. We got one piece that's done. The rest of the pieces need to continue to cook for another. Chicken doesn't take extremely long. We're actually going to 4 1/2. One thing you don't want is your chicken to be all burnt up and stuff, because it just pretty. It just doesn't taste. I don't know. I just don't want burnt chicken, and I don't want to serve it to you, me, my kids. They don't want none of this. Okay? So we're gonna go back here to this other. I'll put that bowl to the side. We're going to go back to this chicken now, okay? And I'm going to show you a mixture that I'm going to make up real quick, and we're going to get that out of the way. Okay, so now for the other chicken, which is just, pieces cut from a whole chicken. What we're going to do with that is, I don't have any buttermilk. Buttermilk is actually hard to find these days, at least out here. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to just make a little something that is similar to buttermilk or whatever. It's like a knockoff, like, your purse knockoffs or your shoes knockoff. And we're just going to crack a couple of eggs into, depending on how much chicken you're doing. Okay, so we're gonna crack a couple of eggs into a bowl. So what we're gonna do is take and we're gonna put 2 eggs in there, and we're going to put in the 2 eggs about a half a cup of milk. To make a mixture that's gonna be it's gonna make it even more crispy. Okay. Anyway, that's the reason why we put a lot of salt and other seasonings onto it. The reason why we did that is because we want it to be real flavorful. And if we would have just put on the salt and not let it, and the pepper and what other seasoning, and then did it like that, then what would have happened is if we just did it and then quickly put it in here, it will rinse off the, what's it called? It will rinse the seasonings off. We don't want that to happen. So on this other side, we got another skillet going. And we're going to have that one where it gets good and hot. And we're going to take and we're going to put a little Crisco in there. You could use whatever shortening you like. But we're going to put maybe a cup of Crisco in there. I didn't put Crisco in this one. It's a lot of ways to fry chicken and make it very crispy and delicious and good. This is just 2 ways, okay? And these are just a couple of ways that I even do it, but I can imagine you all have like a lot of recipes out there. So now we're gonna stop by our other chicken to see if it appears to be done. And these big pieces are almost there. Always have your paper towel on your plate ready to go. If you don't have no paper towel, use a paper plate. Not a paper plate, use a paper bag. But drain your chicken. It just tastes better, okay? So we're going to take out the pieces that we feel are going to be the floating ones. And we know this flat piece, that is floating. You guys can see that's nice and crispy, not burnt. Okay. Take out that next piece. I am back. I'm going to taste the chicken and see if it tastes as good and crispy as it looks. Wow. That is delicious, guys. I'm sorry, I gotta eat this piece. So that says a mouthful. I don't know if it's on me, but anyway, that says a mouthful. Now we're gonna finish up the next way. That we're gonna fry them real quick and be done and taste it, and that's it. All right, guys. Okay, guys. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the other fried chicken. So we're gonna take it and we're gonna put all of it into the mixture with your eggs and your milk. Okay, we're just gonna give it a nice bath. I'm gonna add the rest of it in there and just bathe it. Toss it in there. In there, in there, in there. And see the seasonings coming off into the mixture, guys? Well, if we would have just immediately, but we see a lot of it staying on there. Okay, so if we would have immediately put it, you know, put the seasoning on and then just put it right into the mixture, then it wouldn't have absorbed. So this is like kind of a way of marinating your chicken so that it holds the flavor. all the way down to the bone on this type of chicken. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take it. Make sure your skin is in there. We're just going to start putting it on the bag. 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's a total of 12 pieces. So we're gonna do half, and then we're gonna do the other half. So anyway, we're gonna give a shake it, and we're gonna actually fold it in half so that we could shake it real good without making an extreme mess, which I did make a little bit of one. Just make sure it's coated real good in your flour. And we're going to just take put the chicken in. I got this at medium heat here. I'm going to shake that off. Just make sure it's coated real good. And place it in there. And this is going to be real crispy and good. It's so crispy. And that grease was turned up because I heat my grease real high. Okay, so we're going to let it fry on for 5 to 7 minutes on each side, and then we're just going to come back and show you guys when it's done. Okay, so be right back. Okay guys, so I fried the chicken probably about 10 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes on each side. So anyway, it's time for us to melt. And we're going to start with our smallest pieces first. I'm going to have my son taste it because I'm kind of full. I just don't have an appetite up yet. Later, in the midnight hour. Nice crispy chicken. Sizzling away. Give me a thumbnail, sorry. We're gonna give him a piece of chicken. And you taste that on camera and tell the people what you think.
That's gonna be super hot.
He could eat real hot food too, and I can't. Mine gotta really be cooled off.
It's real hot. It's really good. It's real crispy though.
It's crispy enough.
Why don't you just wait? It just came straight out the grease.
Out the cast pan, skillet. Eat up! Here, take shit for the people.
I'm gonna burn all his flesh off.
Burn the whole inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it an amen?
Yeah, that's real good. That's super good.
Get up on him so he can hear how crispy it is, y'all. Listen how crispy it is. Anyway, so that's the chicken 2 ways. So anyway, do me a big favor as usual. Like, comment, share, and subscribe my channel for more information. And for more things like a giveaway that we got coming up soon. Good night. God bless.